For many international students in the UK, there comes a time where one question becomes very important. What happens after graduation? The answer may seem very obvious. Get a job, get sponsored, apply for a skilled worker visa. That sounds like the perfect plan. But the reality is often very different. Many students finish their studies and feel pressure. Pressure to find a job, pressure to secure sponsorship, pressure to make decisions at that time. Too much pressure. This because of this pressure, many people overlook something that is very important, which is the value of time. And because sometimes the best decision is not always to rush into a skilled worker visa immediately, but to take advantage of something that gives you space to grow, which is the post-study visa. It's also known as the graduate visa. So in this video, we're going to be talking about why for many students, the graduate visa can actually be a better starting point than the skilled worker visa. Not because one is better than the other, but because of the timing, the flexibility, and the strategy. After completing a degree in the UK, international students usually have two main pathways if they want to stay and work. The first option is the graduate visa. So the graduate visa allows you to stay for 2 years after a bachelor's or master's degree and 3 years after PhD. The second option is the skilled worker visa, which requires you to have a job offer from an employer who is willing to sponsor you. On paper, the skilled worker visa may actually look more attractive because it is linked to a long-term opportunity. But in reality, the graduate visa often provides something that is just as valuable, and that is freedom. My number one point will be the power of flexibility. One of the biggest advantages of the graduate visa is flexibility. With this visa, you're not tied to any specific employer. You are free to work for any company, switch jobs whenever you want, try different industries, even take time to understand what career path that suits you best. Now, compare this to the skilled worker visa. With a skilled worker visa, your right to stay in the UK is connected to your employer. So if you leave the job or lose the job, your status may also be affected, and this can create pressure. And sometimes that pressure can force you to stay into jobs that you're not willing to do. Removing the pressure of immediate sponsorship, my second point. Getting a sponsored job is not always easy. Not every company offers sponsorship. And even among companies that do, competition can be very high. Many students graduate and immediately start applying for sponsored roles. They send out applications, attend interview, and sometimes face rejection, which is absolutely normal. It can be very stressful, but the graduate visa changes this situation completely. It gives you time to apply without pressure, time to improve your CV, time to build your experience. So instead of rushing, you can use this approach with your job search strategically. More job opportunities, my third point. When you're on skilled worker visa, you are limited to jobs that offer sponsorship. But when you're on a graduate visa, your options are very much wider. You can apply for entry levels, internship, temporary jobs, part-time or full-time roles. This can increase your chances of getting your first job in the UK. And once you have that experience, moving into roles becomes a lot easier. Building UK experience is one of the biggest challenges international students face, which is lack of work in the UK. Employers often look for candidates who understand the UK work environment. The graduate visa gives you the opportunity to gain that experience. You can actually learn how workplaces operate, you can improve your communication skills, and build your confidence as well, and also strengthen your CV. And once you have this experience, you become a strong candidate for sponsored roles. And my fifth point is making better career decisions. When people feel pressured, they sometimes make decisions that later they regret. Some students accept jobs that don't even match their career growth or offer little growth or even make them unhappy. Why? Because they need sponsorship. But the graduate visa removes that urgency. It allows you to take your time and choose opportunities that actually align with your goals. And my sixth point is using the graduate visa as a strategy. The graduate visa should not be seen as an alternative to the skilled work visa. It should be seen as a step towards it. Many successful students use this approach. First, they get the graduate visa, then gain experience, then apply for better roles, and finally, they move into the skilled worker visa. This part is often smoother and very less stressful. If there's one thing to take away from this video, it is this. It is not just about the visa you choose, it is when you choose it. The skilled worker visa is important, but the graduate visa gives you something many people underestimate, which is the time, flexibility, and opportunity. And sometimes that is exactly what you need to build a strong foundation. So if this video has helped you understand your options better, take a moment to like, subscribe my video, and I will see you in my next video. Cheers, guys. Mwah.